Welcome to my vlog, BDC Darts Masters 2024. As a full-time darts coach, this has been one hell of a privilege and a dream come true. So we finally made it to New York. I have had to go 60,000 steps over my daily allowance of 5 steps. An extra wide bed for an extra wide man. That is crazy. I didn't realize how high up I was. Well, look that way, not that way. After watching Times Square on YouTube and TV for years, I thought I'd be ready for this. But that's a face of a man who's not just shot once, not twice, not 3, not 4 times, but many, many times over. At the scale and size of this place, it really is just ridiculous, but cool. I swear this was the only man not having a good day. There's only one way to sum up New York. There's always more. It just never ends. Even headed down to Wall Street, it was just beautiful. And of course there's the ultimate tourist attractions. A really great place. Nothing you can get your head round. You don't know what to expect. We literally just drove around this corner, there's a red tree. Everything was just ridiculously random. And before we get to work, let's catch some killer shows. Saw a couple on Broadway, but this place, I'm telling you, this was awesome. So much fun. Bit random, very cheesy, but I loved it. And we finished the day off in a traditional New York style, I should imagine. After a massive amount of walking. And I remember just contemplating, I'll never walk that much ever again. Not without a sponsorship. Well, make some money for charity. Where I'm committing to nothing. There's this thing that walks for you. Bring it into all pavements. This is just better. But we didn't come here to walk. We came here for darts. And that's what this trip is about. And for me personally, coaching, playing and watching darts is all I want to do. And at the end we'll get some clips from a private session I did with a client. But I must confess I spent more time collecting this footage and just seeing everything. There is nothing that'll prepare you for the heights of New York City. It really is absolutely astounding, and seeing so many famous places. That bridge from Spider-Man, it's just incredible. There's no way you could do it all, not even if you lived there your entire life. And after making a throw analysis video for Jules about a month ago, I was really keen to watch him play, so it was great to see him up close. I'm a really big fan of Jules. He has my full support. Best walk-on as well, it's gotta go to Jules. Live music and the darts. Never seen that before. Absolutely incredible. You should bring that in now. That was just awesome. And getting to meet so many people I've coached just randomly again, it was just incredible. I do think I enjoyed my time a little bit too much though. And there he is. That was definitely the biggest cheer on any walk-on. A lot of Michael Van Gogh fans in the house. More than Luke Littler, who got booed quite a bit unfortunately. But he did throw some astonishing darts at times. Just lost to an incredible going price on the day, but the atmosphere was definitely the best I've ever seen. Yeah, you can probably tell it was quite good, but yeah, maybe it was a little bit too much, but definitely the best vibe I've ever had in a darts event by far. One thing that did definitely help to ground me was paying tribute by going to see the memorial at Ground Zero. There's nothing that quite prepares you for that though. ladder 3. Seeing where things once were, and now where they stand as a memorial. That did shake me. And I definitely connected with the city more after going. But most of my audience are here to see me coach darts, so I'm going to share some clips from a private coaching session with the host of this incredible trip. Right, yeah, so if we start with, we'll check the pre-shot routine, and then we'll go through everything. So I'll record the conversation through screen share for this one. Go quicker. So setting up to the dartboard. We bring the head forward and then we end up bringing it back. So we're going to try to work on the way we pick the dart up, the way we address the board, the chin lifts. We talked about online before, you've got a habit of lifting the chin after it when you start aiming. But a lot of this is coming from the fact we start picking the dart. When we pick the dart up, we initially lift it up too high. So I want to always keep the dart under this pink line by here. There. We don't want to be going any higher than this. A slight tilt because you're looking up at it. Put it up there. So this elbow's going to come down here. So we're going to look over the dart the entire time. You do change it. When you get to here, you fix it. We're going to work on picking the dart up just to here. Get rid of the rest. In terms of head movement, on the throw it's really good. The shoulder, we want to relax a tiny bit more. Only a little bit. So we're going to look again the way we pick the dart up. Initially you pick it up and the shoulder lifts quite high. So I want the shoulder to stay roughly around about there. About by here. We don't really want to be going higher than that. And then from the elbow height's actually pretty good when you're aiming. It's dropping though. So this is the first really big change, is the way we're going through. We want to try to keep the elbow as still as we can. So at the minute we're lifting the elbow a little on the draw, dropping it back down. Then it's very still as you let it go, and sometimes you go through really nicely like that, which is pretty good. The wrist has gone through quite a bit. So it's still when you let it go. Little rise just after release. The next will be timing, because you can see your hand stopping a little bit. Sometimes you extend more than others. This is better. That's good. And the wrist has gone through. That's a lovely shape of there. The dart's really kicked too. See with the flight.
I still feel like the wrist is going out to the right.
Yeah, we'll look at that in a minute. But it definitely, I agree with you. I definitely agree with that.
That has to do with
alignment.
Maybe alignment to the left too much.
Yes.
You're trying to correct.
Oops. Yeah. Okay. In terms of timing, we're looking for that pause at the end of the draw. Okay, so we picked the dart up quite fast. There's a little pause. It's actually not bad. Yeah, the timing is a lot. Okay, the last one wasn't great. The hand just kind of stopped. So we want to get a bit more consistency with that wrist. It's close to going through. I think what you've done there is drop the elbow a bit more. And when you drop the elbow, it will stop your wrist from going through. If you look at where the elbow was. Yeah. It's dropping quite a bit. So that explains the last dart that looked a bit like a snatch. If you watch it again, you can see it's just nowhere near as clear on the last dart. Okay.
You can really see not picking it up down the line.
Correct. There is that.
elbow and shoulder. Let's see what's happening. So the elbow is moving in a tiny bit. It's not a lot though. The dart is flying sideways. So we want to try to straighten your release up. Because when you're letting go of the dart, it's sideways. So we want to try to straighten it up so that the elbow's going to have to come in. The elbow's going to have to come in more. We're going to have to straighten the arm up and push straight with the fingers. So that when your hand goes through, it's slightly more upright. So rather than being like, I'll do this. What's this? If I just create another arm for you, slightly more upright, see? If I do a photo of it. So rather than having your thumb at this angle by here, okay, we're going to change it to this. So over there. That's only a slight difference, but there. If we can get the hand to there, so the palm of the hand's a bit more towards the board, this bit's thrusting forward more.
Does that mean the elbow's got to come over too?
No, the elbow's going to have to come in more. And we're going to have to try and straighten this wrist up. It could be a change of the grip that's needed. Hopefully a small adjustment of the grip. But it shouldn't be a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So your hand is going through pretty straight. It's just... Okay, this time you've got it better. It's not as sideways. So sometimes you are. Maybe we can do it without changing the grip. But that's more the hand shape we're looking for. Yeah?
I can feel a difference. A lot of times I grip where I feel like I'm more on top, like that, versus sometimes I'm more
on the side.
On the sides, yeah.
Yeah.
And I can feel the difference, and I do better when I'm on the sides. It's so much more comfortable to be on top. But then when I am on top, then I don't feel like I can be as straight as if I'm here.
Yeah. That's what we're trying to get you to do, is go more to the sides effectively.
Yeah. And you're saying this elbow needs to come in here?
Yes, we're going to do the alignment.
Okay.
In full. Because this dart needs to be leaving your hand a tiny bit straighter. You are following through a little bit though. See how you push, you can actually catch it in the back of the dart with the thumb. That's with your index finger. And flicking it, which is not bad. That's quite a good way, that's a nice way to throw a dart. That's what Nathan Aspinall does and Luke Littler does, and what I do as well. The dart you're using for it's actually built for it. I designed it to do that. The rear taper. Yeah. But this hand has gone a little bit sideways this time. See how the palm of the hand's going down here? So it's not easy. Yeah. So we want to get this from there to roughly around about by here. It's not a big change, but it's needed.
What are you pointing to? The arrows?
So the center of the palm of the hand at the minute is pointing somewhere over here. When you get to about by here,
center of the palm. Okay.
We're going to try to straighten it up so it's a little bit less side on. In fact, by the end of the throw, the palm of the hand's over there now. We're going to try and get from that to there. The palm of the hand's going to be slightly more to the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, there, like that. Not completely to the ground, just a bit more. Okay, just position your feet like you normally would. Start with that. So feet, now bring your head forward. Good. So front leg straight, tilting from the waist. Nice. Sink your shoulder. Keep it nice and relaxed, nice and loose. Loose and limp. Okay? Lifeless.
And that shoulder should be pointing to the triple 20?
We'll do it in a minute. Just get it feeling loose for now, okay?
Okay.
Now pick the dart up with using your hand and your forearm. Try not to lift your shoulder. Lift the shoulder as little as possible. Good. Now see, you can see over there the entire time. It's not doing this and that. That's what we're looking for. Okay?
I feel like I'm aiming at the bowl more so.
Keep your eye on the treble 20.
Yeah.
Keep looking over the dart. Okay? Now draw back with your wrist and fingers, not with your elbow. Good? Flick with the wrist, push with the fingers.
Okay. This is one of those times where I can feel like my fingers are on top as opposed to on the sides.
Okay.
So
we'll do that later as well.
Okay.
One step at a time. Not bad. Keep it going. Lift it out the same way. Every single time. Okay. Yeah, box. Okay, same thing again. Pick the dart up in exactly the same manner. 3-shot routine, sit in the shoulder, keep your elbow still. Not bad. Keep it still. Good. Keep it still. Not bad. So there's a little bit of a rise after you let it go is okay. That's okay. But keep it as still as you possibly can. And it's normal for you to start landing very low. Hitting the ball like yours is quite common at this point. Don't push with your arm. Set up the same way. Back with the wrist. Flick. Okay, we need more acceleration. So find the pause at the end of the draw. Build the momentum. Now flick it. Yeah, a little bit quicker with the wrist.
Okay.
Quicker. Okay. Yeah, you need to accelerate more.
But it's hard for me to distinguish between pushing my arm faster and flicking.
Try not to use the arm at all. That's the best. So if I push with my arm, it's going to look like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. See this shoulder kick?
Yeah.
That's nobody lands flatter as well. That's no good. Propel it. Wrist and then fingers. That was much better. That was even better again. Yeah, that's perfect. That's really good. Good time as well. That's good. So it's wrist and then fingers. Wrist and then fingers, but try not to use the arm. No matter what you go for on the board, you should always keep the handprint should always be exactly the same. So I go for the centre or double 14 over there. Should always be down the same. And if you look on Matt's point, it's pointing under the double 14.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I go treble 18, it should be pointing under the treble 18.
What do you feel like you're pointing your wrist? Like the top of your wrist?
Oh no, like, more the side of the index finger by here. This by here, the side of my index finger.
Okay.
In fact, we'll do it when we get the string now. If I go for centre there. Okay. Okay. Look at where my finger's pointing. Come around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if I lift it up, my right eye is pretty much straight on the side. It looks like the side of my index finger is right in the middle of it.
Okay.
Just there. Should be pretty much dead in the centre of the double 3. It's lower because I know you shouldn't be pointing to the target, but it should be down the same line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Aim the dart like you were. Okay. So we go to the centre of your armpit, same with your clothes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not far off, but it's slightly out over here. Okay? So we got two options. One, we move the elbow out, over there, like that, so that when you throw, and this is pretty much fixed the handprint already, and you, this bit by here, see the side of the finger?
Mm-hmm.
It goes down that path. Yeah?
Okay.
Or, and this is the or, aim it like you just were, exactly the same, so don't worry about the string, it's exactly the same as you were, where you normally would do. Okay, yeah, that's about where you were. Or you can step over to the left. Take 2 inches over to the left.
This way?
That's right, yeah, my left, sorry. Yeah, the right of the hockey.
A little more?
A little bit more. There you go. Close another inch, 1 more inch. There. And make sure that's right from here as well. Is it the same? Yeah. Okay, throw at the treble 20. Good. Do it again. Same thing again. Straight to the treble 20. Okay. Now see how your arm's going over the string?
Yeah.
That's not good. Yeah. Which one was the last one? The 18, was it?
18.
Yeah. Probably rotated.
Yeah.
And turn it. If you turn in like this, that's when you hit 1s and 18s.
Okay.
Okay? If you pull this way, that's when you'll hit 5s. Even though it's the other direction. It's very... On the rare instance, you hit 5s and your arm is pointing under the double 19, that's a good miss.
Okay.
Because that tells me you've thrown the dart straight, you just miss a line from the start.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep the same shape of your hand all the way through. Same shape, just let your hand drop through. Just drop your hand through. Yes, Brian!
That felt good.
Yes! That was good. That was such a good dart. It was the best dart you've ever thrown, probably. Keep the same shape. Stop thinking about the result too much.
Yeah.
You turned your hand. See that first one? You just looked at your hand. And it went through. That is what you're looking for.
Okay.
As with all good things, at some point, it does have to come to an end. Big thank you to Brian for letting me share some of the clips from his coaching session. I did want to get some in there at some point. And so far, my business dealings in America seem to go very well. So, there's a big future between me and America coming, in all likelihood, which I'm extremely happy about. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching Straight to the Point. Please remember to like and leave a comment, and as always, subscribe if you love the darts.